Communication is a defining leadership trait because leadership is influence. Without the ability to articulate those ideas, it's all fruitless. They're asking, how quickly can you make it clear?
Jai Hind. Communication defines leadership presence. In corporate world, what you say matters. However, how you say is what defines how you are perceived by others. Executive communication is not about speaking more. Rather, it's about speaking with clarity, confidence, credibility, and accountability. Today, we have Professor Tanaya Das with us, who teaches communication skills at IIEBM, Indus Business School. And she is here to share her experience about disciplined articulation and executive presence, which shapes and transforms the journey of a management student into a respected corporate leader. We welcome you to an insightful discussion today, Professor Das.
Thank you.
And to start with, we would like to know from you to help our student in developing their effective communication skills as to why is it a defining leadership trait according to you?
I think communication is a defining leadership trait because leadership is influence, and influence travels through words, tone, clarity, and conviction. No matter how many thoughts, ideas, or visions a leader may possess, without the ability to articulate those ideas, it's all fruitless. So, communication allows ideas to become actionable, and I think that makes it not just a soft skill but a strategic tool.
Indeed. And what distinguishes academic communication from executive communication?
I think both of them have very different goals. Academic communication allows you to explore and have a comprehensive argumentation. The goal is intellectual depth. Whereas in executive communication, the goal, it is more outcome driven. Nobody in the corporate world, nobody asks, how much do you know? They're asking, how quickly can you make it clear and can we act on it? So instead of saying everything you know, you say what is necessary. So I would say academic communication is a proof of knowledge, whereas executive communication drives decisions.
Big difference. So how does disciplined articulation impact corporate perception to you?
Disciplined articulation, I think, signals discipline of thought. In the corporate world, I think we all know perception often precedes performance. So anyone who has a clear articulation, who is precise and poised, the immediate perception is this person knows what he's saying. This person is prepared and therefore reliable. If your thoughts are scattered, your delivery is hesitant, and your language is vague, it shows that you are uncertain, no matter how strong your ideas are. In a fast-paced environment, I think nobody has the time to decode unclear messages. So anyone with disciplined articulation, I think, is naturally perceived as being leadership ready.
Leaving the perceiver in a vague situation, isn't it?
Yes.
So how does executive presence influence leadership growth for you?
I think people often misunderstand executive presence as charisma or flamboyance, which it is not. I think it is the ability to make people feel stable when you enter the room. It is discipline. It is how you sit, how you pause, how you respond. Organizations often promote individuals who can represent them in high-stake environments, who can communicate without creating panic, and who can maintain calm under pressure. So I think executive presence shows that you are ready for a leadership role even before you hold one. So yes, it has a tremendous influence over growth.
True. And how does IIEBM's holistic development model strengthen communication?
At IIEBM, I think communication is not just an isolated subject. We integrate it across pedagogy through presentation-based learnings, through corporate simulations, very organized feedback modules, through soft skill training. We ensure that our students internalize communication not just as a performance but as a conduct. Our integrated, our holistic development model makes sure that our students have communication which is rooted in values such as discipline, professional integrity, and respect. We aim to train our students in a communication which is not just fluent but poised, purposeful, and principled.
Okay. And what daily practices build professional clarity and confidence?
Well, let me make this very clear. I don't think good communication is built in big moments. I think it is built in small daily habits,
I see.
one discipline day at a time. So there are a number of small exercises which, if done regularly, may influence big changes. To name a few, we can practice or structured thinking by answering to any questions we may come across in three simple, clear points. That helps to train our mind into organizing our thoughts quickly. Read aloud every day, even if it's just for 5 to 10 minutes. It helps with pronunciation and vocal control.
Okay.
Record yourself occasionally. It helps to observe our body language, expressions, tone, speed. I think awareness is the first step to correction.
Right.
Listen intently. Listen to how big leaders, corporate speakers speak, how they pause, how they respond, how precise they are. I think even silence can be a very important, powerful communication tool if used correctly. Last but not the least, write every day, even if it's just a few lines on how your day went. I think writing sharpens the mind, which eventually leads to sharp speaking. I
Right.
think, people think that confidence comes first and clarity follows. It is actually the other way around. Once you have built clarity, confidence is sure to follow.
I see. Okay, so that was a very insightful and a thoughtful discussion with Professor Das. Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
Jai Hind.